The Power Glove is an old controller for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was featured in the film The Wizard, which was basically just a giant commercial for Nintendo. And it really was a really horrible controller. I can't even tell you how bad it was. But anyway, we're getting back to the game here.
Well, it definitely looks really cool. It's too bad that they couldn't implement what they needed to make that controller effective, but it doesn't seem to matter for the leader of Empire Arcade because he will still be wearing it and sporting it around.
Yep.
All right, well, getting into this match here, it is down to the wire, and Tina with those effective lows. I believe this is the Tina we saw earlier who just loves using those 3 low sweeps.
Oh, yes, this is right. We got Boba Fett here. Unfortunately, if Hayate keeps jumping over the kicks, they're not going to do a whole lot for him.
All right, and here comes Boba Fett with the pressure, whiffing. That's my pet peeve again. You know, he's throwing out moves over somebody who has to wake up, and that is just a mistake to make because they'll just wake up with a kick and hit you right in the face.
Here we go. This Hayate appears to actually be able to counter that final kick there.
Ooh, all Hayate needed was one more hit, but he walked right into Tina's punches for a nice 5-hit combo by her to take that round.
Wow.
It is now in favor of Tina 2-1. Martus really needs to adapt. And finally, we see some adaptation with a nice third counter, or excuse me, a counter on that third hit from Tina.
Yes, I mean, it seems like it's hard to time that third hit for some reason or another. I have seen a few moves like that where, you know, after you get stunned, there's something of a delay before you're allowed to counter.
Right.
And it just seems like with the amount that those 3 kicks are being used, there might be some of that there. And there we go. Boba Fett takes that with ease.
That was down to the wire. Actually, not so much ease, but definitely had a comfortable lead so that if he did lose a round, you know, he would have to lose 3 in a row to have lost there, and that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like that there's something special about those 3 low kicks. I mean, it seems kind of button mashy when you're looking at it, but if it's really hard to counter, it's really hard to counter.
That is true. And proving our case here, there is Empire Arcadia's leader right in the middle of the screen, not playing on the sticks, but with a lollipop in his mouth, and Mamba standing right next to him, or at least was. Now he's kind of wondering.
But he's got his arms folded like, yeah, this is nothing, I don't want to play now.
You can tell he's getting a little impatient. He seems to be, you know, probably thinking about his match that's going to be coming up. I know we're going to start seeing some of these pros actually fighting against each other in the final end of this bracket.
Yeah, this is really the first pool where we're going to see some actual high-level-ish play against each other. Even if, of course, it is kind of improvised on Black Mamba's part, he is not a slouch, and he knows what to do.
That is very true. I look forward to those matches that will be happening later on here. And don't forget, guys, if you want to know more about DOA or if you want to read the articles that Dr. Dog has been working on, feel free to go to doa.ign.com. All right, getting into this match here, we have Boba Fett using Tina once again and Martus using Hayate. He seems to be spacing well enough. He knows what he's doing a little bit.
All right, you know, Martus is turning this around here, but I don't know. I mean, if he can keep ahead of those 3 kicks of doom, he should be able to take this.
All right, Tina with a nice grapple doing the damage if she gets hit one more time. And there it is. That pet peeve is proving to be something that you need to know not to do.
All right, now he tries to go in for the 3 low kicks, but he got low crushed.
All right, well, here's Tina putting on the pressure, putting Hayate into a danger zone. Hayate trying to counter, didn't quite predict that correctly and got hit to the face.
All right, you know, I think if we can see a little bit more rush down out of Martus here, we might actually turn this around a bit. Oh, unfortunately, rushed down at the wrong time, got smacked into the ground.
And there is Boba Fett taking that. It is now 1-1. Anybody can take this game. Hayate putting on the pressure with a very nice counter there.
Oh, smacked into the ground again. You know, folks, I just thought I'd mention here, anytime Tina does that where you get hit into the ground, or Bayman, or I imagine Bass too if he gets put back in, anytime you get those ground slams, you know, you've got a guaranteed ground throw after that. So that's potential damage right there.
All right, well, there is Hayate taking that, is now in the lead with 2-1 against Tina, but she is not giving up. Once again, not blocking and standing over a wake-up and getting hit by Hayate's low. Ooh, and Hayate, he's coming back. You know, it's really back and forth between these two.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was a little disappointed I didn't see a bigger combo out of that back turn stun, but that's unfortunately what you have to expect.
these people are learning the game right now. It is brand new to them probably here at E3. It's a whole nother build.
All right, one more. Oh, and
very nice ground pound. It was kind of delayed there, but it still landed.
Yep. That's kind of the way it works in DOA. Just
did Tina not tech roll fast enough?
You know, sometimes it's if they tech roll forward, even if they just try to stand right up and just.
It kind of tracks.
It kind of tracks a bit. In order to avoid those ground stomps, you really have to move either left or right. You can't go forward or back.
Right. And you know, to those at home, what is tech rolling, Rakudo?
Tech rolling, it's actually like what you just saw out of Tina right there. Whenever you hit the ground, it's basically immediately getting back up instead of just like staying down there and having to slowly roll up.
And what do you have to push on your controller to be able to just get right back up?
It's kind of varied between the DOAs. Traditionally though, you want to hit like up or down and the free button, or the hold button as it is in this game.
All right, well, getting back into this match here, Hayate taking that with over 50% health. It is now Martus lead 1-0. There is those effective lows from Tina, forcing a wake up on Hayate. And there's that excitement again with the pause.
Yeah, unfortunately, you get that.
Oh, he ground pounds invisible air, but it was still considered Tina. And oh, very nice counter coming from excuse me,
there you
from
go
Tina.
Again, another ground pound. Remember that's because Tina's trying to get up forward instead of just roll to the side. And as long as he tries to do that, you know, it's going to keep landing.
All right, well, it is now Hayate's advantage, 2-0. Tina missing that last low there. Hayate taking advantage with a nice 6-hit combo. Finally countering that third hit there. This is exactly what he needs to do if he expects to win. Going over the partitions. And you know what? There's actually something different about the partitions in this version of DOA than others.
Yeah, in this version, of course, when you go over the partitions, you cannot go back over the partitions.